All right, I know what you all are thinking. Who could possibly be next? I don't know, but luckily I have my assistant here. And let's see who it could be. All right, big surprise, big surprise. Oh my goodness, Jeff Rogers. I know.
Excuse me. 30 yards away, a 6'7", 350-pound giant was headed right towards me. This was the day I learned the power of play. It was the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the day of the big sales, and I needed a coat. So I figured I'd go to Macy's, but I would go in the afternoon, after the big crazy rush in the morning, still get a good deal on a coat, but avoid the insanity. To which my wife replied, "Bless your heart." So I'm in Macy's, I'm trying on coats when I hear, "Excuse me, can you help me?" That's when I saw the giant. I mean, this guy was as big as Shaquille O'Neal, after having eaten Shaquille O'Neal. I looked over at the cashiers, and when they saw the giant, it was as if something broke inside of them. Like they just gave up the will to live. I give up. I just do it, whatever. I looked back at the giant, and that was the moment that I realized the giant wasn't headed towards the cashiers. The giant was headed directly towards me. He must have thought I worked there. I mean, I was dressed like this, and fair. Excuse me, can you help me find a coat? What would you do? I mean, have you ever had a giant problem? I mean, I could have froze like the cashiers, right? I could have fought the giant, or I could have just run away. Instead, I chose to use my superpower, my ability to respond. My response ability. Now, to be fair, we all have this ability. We can't always control the things that happen in our day. Our manager's having a bad day, or our customer is thinking about going with the competition. But we can control how we respond to that. And me, I chose empathy. I chose to play along and help the giant out. Yeah, I can help you. Now, what kind of coat were you looking for? A puffy coat? Although, with your frame, I wouldn't suggest it. Hey, how about a car coat? What's a car coat? It's a coat you wear in a car. Tell you what, let's try it on. So we did. We started trying on coats. Now, I've never worked in a clothing store before, but I've tried on coats, and I had him do the arm thing. And he did it. His arms unfurled like a pterodactyl. It was glorious. Oh, I like it. Is it coming in any other colors? Oh, let me find out. Susan, not her real name. Susan, do we have this in any other colors? No, Steve, not my real name. Everything we have is on the floor. Yeah, because of the big sale, everything's on the floor. So I gotta tell you, it looks good on you. I really like the leather piping. Never said the words leather piping before. I like it too. You know what, I'll take it, and thank you. I don't usually get very good service. And with that, the giant took his coat and he walked away. I grabbed mine, went up to the cashiers who had huge grins on their faces and said, "Do you have a Macy's card?" I was like, "No." "That's all right, we're gonna give you the Macy's discount. In fact, we're gonna give you an employee discount because for 5 minutes you worked here." That was wonderful. And it was wonderful. The giant, well, he got some attention that it sounded like he doesn't get very often. And the cashier's got a smile on what's got to be the worst day of the year. And I got a great deal on a coat, but more importantly, I got to choose how I responded. And I chose to play because when we play, we lower the stakes. It allows us to try on different perspectives, come up with different ideas. You know, they say that we stop playing because we get older, but in reality, we get older because we stop playing. So next time you have a giant problem, use your responsibility and ask yourself, want to play?